Today I am going to be showing you how I'm going to build the world's smallest pedal board. These little monkeys. These are pedals by Hotone. I don't know how to pronounce it. You know what? I'm going to see my friend Ari, who works for Hotone or Hotone, in a couple of weeks at NAMM, and I'm going to ask him. I'm going to ask him how it's pronounced. Anyways, I got these on offer from andertons.co.uk and they were like $30 each, so I snagged them. I love the sound of them. I have played them before and they sound awesome. So I got a chunk pedal, which is a kind of Marshall-esque type of sound. This is a buffer pedal, which is also a boost pedal. So boost going into Marshall thing going on there. Now I was wondering, I was kind of racking my brain and thinking, all right, what do I need? Do I need a delay and reverb, or do I just need a delay? And then it came to me, actually with my Boss Katana Mini, I only have a delay on there, I don't have reverb, and that's absolutely fine. So, third pedal, the Skyline Tape EKO, by the way, not ECHO, it's spelled EKO, because they're cool, right? This is an awesome little pedal, 3 modes, a little switch in the middle. I just leave it in kind of Tape EKO mode, but a wonderful sounding pedal. So I have 3 pedals and I am going to build a pedal board with these. And the reason I'm doing this is because I have a couple of places to play at NAMM, and initially I didn't know whether one booth would be in one hall and the other booth would be kind of, like 10-minute walk away. And I didn't really like the prospect of kind of, packing all my gear up and taking it somewhere else and then kind of resetting up and etc, etc. So I thought, you know what, if I had a tiny little pedal board which I could fit in my pocket, which was self-powered as well, that would be awesome. Hence, I bought the pedals. And this is going to be another one of my rechargeable projects. So this is going to work off a battery pack. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to use, and then I'm going to build it. It's not going to take me long, and it's going to sound awesome. Yeah! So for this little project I'm only going to need a few things. So I've got my pedals there, the 3 pedals, and they actually come with these little Velcro strips which stick straight onto the bottom. Fantastic. They actually are included in the box, so bonus. Then I have some more Velcro which is going to stick onto my pedal board aspect, which I shall show you in a second. I'm going to use these Z-type connectors to connect the pedals up so they're nice and snug. And I've made a tiny little loom for the power supply, and it literally is just 3 little power jacks, and I have a female power jack there so that I can either plug in my battery pack or I can plug this into a power source as well, a wall wart. And my pedal board, is actually the battery pack itself. So I'm going to mount the pedals onto this. This is a rechargeable battery pack, so I have rechargeable batteries. I have another 4 charging at the moment. And I'm going to go one step further and put these guys on the bottom of the battery pack so that it stays at an angle when it's on the floor. Alright, I'm going to get doing this. Now I'm calling this a build, but really I'm just putting it together. So the first thing I'm going to do is just pop these little Velcro patches on the bottoms of the pedals, and they already have double-sided adhesive on them. They're cut to size, and it feels like 3M adhesive because it's really sticking to my fingers. And they're going to fit right on the back like this because they're cut to shape, so they fit around the little screws on the backs of the pedals. Oops, we don't want that rolling away. And number 2. So these are ready to be Velcroed straight onto the battery pack. The first thing I'm going to do is actually put these together. So I'm using these Z-type connectors. which I found on eBay or Amazon. I don't remember which one, but they're readily available. Now I got the barrel type ones because I needed this gap so that I could fit the little power adapter to the pedals themselves. The power adapter actually goes into the side of the pedal like this, and then the Z connector will go there. And when I check the pedals, the output jack is actually lower than the input jack, so I needed a Z-type connector so that they would connect up in line rather than like this. Alright, I'm going to start wiring up. So the order of the pedals is the Fat Boost, the Fat Buffer I should say, which is a boost pedal as well, which is going to go first, and then it's going to be the chunk pedal, which is the Marshall type pedal, and right at the end of the chain it's going to be the delay pedal. It's really simple. So I made this custom loom which is tiny and it just about fits. So I'm going to fit the first adapter into there. Now when you're creating a loom like this, before I actually hook everything up, when you're creating a loom like this for a pedal and powering pedals, you've got to remember that the middle tip is actually negative. It's not positive. Usually these are wired up positive in the middle and negative on the outside. But for pedals, it's center negative. So if you're not sure about it, consult an electrician. Make sure that you're feeding the pedals the right power and the right polarity. Otherwise, you may damage the pedals. And I've done that before, so trust me, I speak from experience. Alrighty, so the first adapter's in there. I'm just going to pop this in, which clips in beautifully. Then my second pedal, I'm just going to line up the power adapter and actually the jack as well. And then the power adapter. Now this is a bit fiddly to do both at the same time. There we go. I've got the second one in there. Alright, third one. So I'll do the jack first. Get this most of the way in. Put the power adapter in. That's so cool, isn't it? I've almost got my pedalboard. Yay! Now, one of the things I noticed about the Z adapters was that they sat a little bit under the pedals. So as you can see here, the pedals are rocking about a little bit. So I'm going to need to fill a little bit of space at the bottom, and I'm going to do this with just an extra layer of Velcro on my battery pack here. So when I do this, I'm going to put 2 layers of Velcro on there. Alright, before I put the Velcro on, I'm just going to place the pedals, make sure they're in roughly the right place, and just mark off, just with a magic marker, a Sharpie, just where the pedals come up to. So that I can cut the Velcro to size. In fact, I've forgotten one of the measurements. Let's take this out as well. There you go. So this is all marked up. Just need to get my Velcro. Like I said, I'm going to double this up. So I'm going to make sure that the right side of the Velcro is facing upwards. So it's going to be this side which is going to stick onto the pedals. So what I'm going to do is make this the top layer, and then this the second layer on the bottom, and then I'm going to double it up. So I'm only going to cut small sheets off this because I don't need a whole lot. I don't need to cover the whole of the pedal board, the battery pack. So I'm just going to cut this size. Make sure that's about size. It's a little bit big, so I'm just going to trim it. Yay, that's perfect size. So I'm just going to cut a couple more of these. Alright, almost done. So I've already cut out these Velcro bits. I've doubled up a couple and then just stuck another piece on top, which is going to fit onto the pedal. I've already stuck the 2 side ones on, so they're all on and looking absolutely fantastic. I'm just going to stick the middle one on. Yay! we are ready to rock and roll almost. Alright, before I actually pop the pedals on there, and I'm just going to check placement. Yeah, that's going to be perfect. Oops, I already feel it gripping. So before I put the pedals on there, what I'm going to do is just pop these feet on the bottom, just so that the pedal board is a little bit angled. No other reason, just to make it a pedal board. Pedal board's got to be angled, right? So I'm just going to pop these on with Velcro as well. So I've cut out the Velcro strips and stuck them on the back. Now why did I use Velcro? Well, firstly I can take these off if I need to. And secondly, I've found that using the 3M Velcro, which I use, this is the strongest stuff to hold things together. I've tried double-sided tape, but it's not as strong as this, so I like to use this. So all I need to do is take off the sticky patch here and stick it onto the back of the battery pack here. So one goes on this side, and the other one goes on this side, and that's it. I have an angled little pedal board. How cool is that? It's so sweet, isn't it? Alrighty, so all I need to do now is mount the pedals and put the batteries in. We're ready to go. So there you go. My 3 pedals are on there. And my guitar will input into here, and then the output from here can go into my amplifier. So I'm just going to hook it up. I've just got a power cable there. Actually I'll turn it around so you can see. So I have the power connector from the battery pack, which is going to go into the pedals. It hooks in nicely and it tucks away neatly as well. So the last thing to do, load it up with the batteries. And these work really well as handles to take the back off, which is awesome. Alright, they're in. I'm just going to put the back on. Let's see if it works. Yay! I have lights. Check it out. Yay! And that's it. That's tiny. It's literally very, very small. This could probably fit into a jacket pocket. It is a little bit heavy because of the batteries and the pedals and everything like that, but this can definitely fit into my gig bag very, very easily. The world's smallest pedal board. Yay! And self-powered as well. How cool is that? I guess you want to hear how it sounds now. I want to hear how it sounds. Well, I know how it sounds because I've tried the pedals before. They sound great, but I'm going to give you a little bit of a blast of how these guys sound. So I guess you want to know how this sounds, right? Well, let me indulge you in that. Here's my clean signal on that. I'm only recording this through my camera at the moment and the camera microphone. I will do a track soon with this when I get back from NAMM, because I'm just in the middle of prep and I don't want to plug in everything and kind of spend the day doing a track right now. But I shall do when I get back because this sounds really cool. So I've just got my little pedal board here just in front of my amp one, and I've put Kylo Ren and Rey from Star Wars next to my little pedal board just to show you how dinky it is. And this is my clean signal. It's literally just a clean signal. So first up I have the fat buffer, which sounds like this. Which is very, very cool. It's a boost pedal as well, but it really fans up the tone, and I love that mid-range which is coming out. Alright, now I'm going to turn that off and turn the chunk pedal on just by itself for a second. This is cool. It's got that awesome martially vibe. Does that whole thing really, really well. Now, the delay pedal is a beautiful pedal. Now, I've got it turned down because otherwise there's too much delay signal coming through. But it is a really gorgeous sounding a little echo pedal which has modulation on it. Isn't that pretty? Alrighty, so how I like to use them is basically all three of them are turned on at the same time, but I'm going to turn on the Fat Boost and the Chunk at the same time first of all, just to show you what the Fat Boost does when it goes into the Chunk. In fact, I'll do the Chunk first. It's quite a lot of gain going on there. I haven't got massive gain. I've got it set to 3 at the moment. It's just under 3. And then I'm going to turn the Fat Boost on. Is a cool sound. I love these little pedals and I love this little pedalboard. Alright, so when I add the delay in, that is just awesome! I love it, I really do. And that's the reason I went for these pedals. They sound great. I've used them before. I used them at NAMM last year. And I was just really impressed with the sound. It's got that nice thick mid-range. It's different from the other pedals that I have. And especially that pedal, you know the pedal that I am talking about. Those of you who watch my channel regularly know which pedal I'm referring to. But, you know, this is just a different animal. This whole little setup is completely different, right? But it sounds great. I could so use that live. I'm taking that to NAMM anyway because I want to show my friend Ari who works at Hotone. But I love it! And you know what? There is a ton more gain. So if I turn up the gain here to, let's say, 5. it's great. So I have the gain going on at about 7-ish. It's just cool. It's cool. So go check out the pedals. You know what? The reason I did this, I'm going to turn off the pedals for a second. The only reason I did this was because they're analog pedals, and analog works differently from digital. So I have a fair amount of gain going on, but if I turn down my guitar volume, especially if I turn the Fat Boost off, I can do that, which I love. I can control everything from the volume knob of my guitar. So there you go, guys, just a fun little thing to do. I'm taking it to NAMM. I'm going to put it in my pocket and go show someone. I don't know. If you see me at NAMM, ask me about my world's smallest pedalboard. You know what, I don't even know if it is the world's smallest pedalboard. And I know that there are digital pedals out there which can do everything all in just one little box like that. But hey, like I said, this was just fun to do. I enjoyed doing it, and you know, sometimes you got to do that. You just got to have some fun. Alrighty, guys, I shall see you later. I'm gonna go and play this some more. Let's turn up the gain. Turn up the gain.